Well.
What do you
Coworkers.
think about your coworkers?
My new ones?
Yeah.
I like my new coworkers.
Anyone in particular?
I guess you.
Oh my gosh, spoiler
Actually,
alert.
I like everybody. Although I will say, I feel like one, and we can bleep the name, I guess. I don't even know if they really, do they listen? Did they?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
some of them do.
Okay. Maybe we could bleep the name. I felt like one of them did not disliked me, but just didn't care. And now I think they like me. Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
Not that I felt like
Bleep
they
that out.
actively disliked me, but I was like,
No, that tracks.
yeah. And then,
I think people think the same about me.
yeah.
Said that about me. She was kind of like,
so funny.
she was like, I was excited. She was like, but you seemed a little, what did she say? I want to say rough around the edges, but basically that. Because when I'm not like, oh my gosh, hi, welcome, right? I'm like,
it does make me.
Here's what it's like working here, honey.
It does make me laugh that a couple of them in the morning will literally walk a lap and say good morning to everybody, and I'm like, and that's so cute. But I just like, I've never done that in any work. Like when I was in the CEC, I would like go in and say, hey, when I got there, but I didn't like do it all morning when people got there.
Right.
So,
right. Well, I know it's toxic and triggering to say this, but we really are a family. Sometimes we really are close. We really do all like each other.
No, it's nice. Everybody's very nice and welcoming, and I have appreciated that. I just haven't been around coworkers in forever. I literally was driving in a car by myself forever. So I was my own coworker talking to myself in the car.
Please don't do that in the office.
Could you imagine you just hear me talking? You're like,
I'd be like, well,
it's fine.
I'd probably be like, she's
alone.
playing The Sims. It's fine.
I did play the other day.
It's fine.
I brought my computer and I plugged it in. And I was like,
did it work on the internet?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you don't need internet,
technically,
do you?
no, technically it didn't. I couldn't connect to I couldn't get the gallery and stuff. Yeah,
but you can
it was
still play it.
Yeah, I played it for like about an hour, and then I was like, okay, I probably should. Actually,
well, I have a coworker whose office is across from me, and she doesn't do fucking shit.
Yeah,
and her name's Jackie.
It doesn't help.
I did like that you picked the office right across from me. I didn't know if that's why you picked it.
It was a bold choice.
It was bold. It was a bold choice because now I can literally just look and see what you're doing.
I thought it would be fun. I thought it would be really funny, like if one day like we just were shouting at each other in our offices, which we've done
I do
before.
That. I did the other day. I was yelling at someone.
Well,
across the office.
the one that was next to. I was like, I don't know if I want to be that up front just because of traffic. Because I was like, that's loud. I mean, even where we are at, it's still kind of loud, even though it's like around the corner from there. And then the other one you showed me, the one that office, you were like, well, this is kind of like the kid hallway, so it's gonna get loud. And I was like, that's a no. So, and the hallway we are in is quiet for the most part, I would say.
I like being away from the front because I like being away from the party.
I do like being like
and
right
I like
by
the back door.
Yeah,
ma'am. Mm-hmm. Yep,
we're so close to the back door, the break room.
Because that's my evade plan, is to evade the office and get out.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Gotta get out of here. So sorry.
That's how I felt at because I was in the back corner. So I mean, literally, I was like a 20 feet from the back door, and I was like, "This is perfect." And I would just
if I'm with a client, just so we're gonna go out this back door.
Yeah,
you can get in your car. I'm gonna get in mine, and then
we're leaving.
I will be taking the week off. Thank you so much. Because of the emotional distress. Coworkers, any negative experiences?
Oh my
with
God.
coworkers?
Who hasn't?
Yeah. Well, then what is one you would like to share?
Oh my God. I feel like the word, like all my negative ones are from the prison because it was such a weird environment where you couldn't have your phone. There was like limited internet. You were like in a locked building for like 10 plus hours a day. I mean, it was hard because that team was also like, we were like a family for a long time, and then family got divided through various different reasons.
As it goes.
Yeah. And then it was like a hot dumpster fire, and everybody was like I stopped like being, I was like nice to everybody, but I didn't tell them like, I like, everyone's like, how's your weekend? I was like, oh, it was good. And I wasn't like, oh, I wouldn't share details. And then it was really funny because I like, some of them had a party and then they didn't invite like half the team. It was really funny. And then they told one of our coworkers who like was friends with both different, because it got divided into like two camps sort of. So camp one was like they threw this party. Camp two was like me and a couple other people. And so they told somebody who was sort of in the middle of both. And then she told me like, and I don't know if they thought I would get offended. I didn't really care. And I was like, okay. And I think that made them.
I hate that.
And I think that made them mad that I wasn't like more incensed about it. I was like, I don't really
like. It should be like, oh my God, I didn't get invited. Oh, like.
Well, and it was so funny because a couple months ago, my former boss, she had a party at her house, and she invited everybody for, and we all talked to each other like nothing had ever happened. It was really kind of funny.
Hmm.
Like we all were like, "Oh, good to see you," like blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if they were being fake as fuck, but I was glad to see them. I hadn't seen them in like 5+ years.
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh, how are you? What's new with you?"
I hate, because I'm like, you know what, work is stressful enough.
Well, and in that job, it like, especially the guys can kind of see, like the guys knew there was something that had happened because everybody,
Sure.
because then people started talking about it. The officers started like, so it was like, it wasn't just like, like a normal coworker where it's like, you can like kind of get away with not the clients or whoever, not knowing other people, but it was once some shit went down, it went down. It was a mess. So, yeah. What about you? I feel like you've shared a few with me.
I
off
have.
air.
I'll talk about my former job. Well, I guess before I worked where we may or may not work now. It was actually this person was pretty much the reason I left that job.
Oh,
She was real cray. I don't even know if you would call her like a micromanager. She was just like controlling, and she was a nurse,
ooh.
and I had to do this program with her. And it was just hell to do it because she was so bizarre. She just tried too hard, like to make it a thing. But I remember one of my, at the time it was very stressful, but we did this program where every week it was like a different topic, like a presentation topic.
Mhm.
And so in that particular week, I can't remember what the topic was, but we had someone come in with like a support dog
Sure.
that would go around the hospital and stuff. And there was an issue with scheduling of the room, like because it was a conference room. And this lady, she would schedule on the day we had this program. It was a 2-hour program, right? She would schedule the room for like 6 hours because she said she would need time to set up, which took
10 minutes.
10 minutes at best, 30 minutes at worst.
Yeah, like.
And then needed it for 2 hours after because people would sit there and talk. First off, because of her, only like 2 people came. But that day there was an issue. They needed the room like an hour afterwards. And she flipped her lid and she was like, absolutely not. We need that room, blah, blah, blah. Like she was terrible. So I came in that day and the conference room was like up the stairs. Like, so I walked up the stairs and I noticed the doors were closed, but there were yellow like file folders over the window part of the door. It was like a long slit in the door.
Gotcha. Like, okay. Yeah.
And they were covered. And I was like, and there were like 3 different doors. They were all covered. And I was like,
red flag.
That's weird. I was like, maybe our thing got canceled today or something. No, she did that one. What do you want to know? Do you want to know why she did it for reals or why she said she did it?
Do why she said she did it first.
She said she did it because it was to protect the therapy dog so that they wouldn't get distracted by being able to see out the window, like the window of the door, and see people walking by.
Okay.
Now these are
Right.
real like
Groot is,
therapy
so, like,
dogs. Like
they're like legitimate, like not emotional support animals. Like
no,
right. And Groot has done the training, and it's like that doesn't.
And part of their training
sense.
is to not be distracted.
You can't react to anything.
No, the real reason that she did it was because they told her, we will be needing this room like 30 minutes or 45 minutes after you're done. So we'll be watching to see when you're actually done. And so we can start setting up. So she put those folders up so that they couldn't see in to see when we were done.
Oh my God. Well,
she got in big trouble for that.
Yeah, no
it was
shit.
Funny.
Oh my God.
That's when she came up. She was like, "Well, sometimes patients stay after and talk about things."
I thought you were gonna say she was like fully fucking a patient in the room or something.
No,
that's where I thought it was going
no,
down.
probably not. No, she was crazy. But yeah, she told the director because he was like, "What?" Basically, like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And so she said the dog thing, and then she's like, "Well, sometimes we stay after and patients have questions." And he said, "I'm really concerned you're having clinical conversations with patients in a conference room."
Yeah.
Which she didn't.
Right,
because
right,
again,
right.
2 people would come and then they'd leave. So.
Yeah.
But that was my most memorable one.
Mm.
But she did a lot of crazy things like that.
Yeah.
Coworkers. Man.
I mean, I also think of somebody that I worked with who like literally was like late every day, and she just like did not give a flying F, but she was late. And numerous attempts to say something to her did nothing. She just like did not care. It was like, okay.
I could never.
You know, like I get like traffic, like it does like shit happens, but like she like actively like would be like 20 to 30 minutes late every day and then blame it on like dropping her dog off at daycare. And we were like, girl. Like leave 20 to 30 minutes earlier if it's really that like bad. And the daycare was not that far from our office. It was like a 5-minute drive. We were like, whatever.
Coworkers, they make or break it sometimes.
Yeah.
There's, I mean, like I said, that one for my last job, like I was like, I gotta go. Like,
I
can't deal with
here.
you. I can't.
I just can't. Covering the windows, supposedly, because the therapy.
I was like, what? What?
She couldn't think of a better excuse. I would have been like,
she was just bonkers. She was bonkers.
Some people are.
She was bonkers. So there you go.
There you go.
Coworkers.